Welcome back to a series so electrifying, even Palpatine subscribed. In today's video, Jillywig's girlfriend, Cutie Cinderella, has accidentally exposed Hassan for lying about everything. She has confirmed Hassan has a shock collar and taped over it. Asmongold has responded just dying laughing. XQC responds cooking everybody. In a new podcast episode, Hassan is gaslighting all of his friends about the situation, and Cutie is once again defending him. She also admits that she does not agree with the use of shock collars and would zap Hassan and light his house on fire if he actually shocked his dog. I got news for ya, pal. Another damning Hassan clip has surfaced where Hassan decides not to, quote, free Kaya. XQC and Asmon are cooking all the Hassan orbiters for defending this. Streamers Sidion and Quarter Jade from Offline TV are defending Hassan using the dumbest logic known to man. Hutch has weighed in on the cover-up and a bunch of more updates. Subscribe to absolutely expose the biggest lying clowns on the internet.
Let's up those numbers!
Okay, quick recap. So Hassan zaps his dog.
Kaya, please just fucking just stop.
And here we got the updated excuse list. First, her dew claw got stuck. Then he reached for a Zin, not a remote. Then it's a vibration only collar. Then he shows the collar but puts tape on it. Then he says it's a far right and Israel propaganda or something. Then it's my bad. Shock collars are actually a good thing, but I only use it on myself and not the dog. And then it's, oh wait, I was reaching for a dog gate button. And that brings us to today. After all of those excuses, Jillywig's girlfriend has accidentally exposed Hassan for lying about everything. She admits Hassan has a shock collar and taped over it. Cutie Cinderella defends Hassan at the Phase House, claims that Kaya's e-collar had a shock function before the prongs were removed. She says she went to Hassan's house after the initial collargate clip to check the collar.
No, there's no shock. Like, the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Like, it's only a vibrate. Like, there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for shock.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So there's only the, like, since the prongs are in it only vibrates. So, what I had to say, I went to his house, I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Yeah.
There's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
Interesting, very interesting, guys. So, number one, the collar did actually have tape on it. Number two, the electric prongs were actually taken out of it. And number three, it did have a shock function all along. And I don't know, if I listen to the Hassan orbiters, it seems like this collar could not shock at all. They were saying it was a vibrate-only model, as we've been told by these delusional Hassan fans as well, and these pathetic lying streamers. Turns out, guys, we were not schizo. We were not hallucinating. It is exactly what we thought. It is a fucking shock collar, confirmed 100%. If the exact model wasn't proof enough, if the remote wasn't proof enough, here we got Cutie Cinderella, who actually self-admittedly visits Hassan's house every single day for like the past years or something, admitted it is a shock collar. Now, I find this situation particularly hilarious because she thought she was defending him. She was like, no guys, the prongs were removed. But she accidentally exposed every single one of Hassan's lies. And now we basically have confirmation that Hassan was shocking the dog. Now, as the resident future predictor, I know the immediate cope coming from level 99 Omega Glazer Hassan fans, right? They're gonna say that, oh, he removed the shock function, guys. So they expect us to believe a multi-millionaire specifically bought a shock collar and then DIY decided to remove the shock function, you know, get rid of the prongs and then tape over it for some unknown reason, right? In order to only use the vibration function of the collar instead of just buying a vibrate only collar, right? Almost like Buddy got caught zapping the dog and then decided to modify the collar. And that's when QT actually went to check, right after the incident in which Hassan had already modified the collar. Not to mention, you wouldn't need to tape over it unless you're hiding something. Suppose, okay, he wanted to remove the shock function and only keep the vibrate only function. Why would you tape over it? Why would you tape over it? Why wouldn't you just leave it as it is if you're not hiding anything, right? So basically he got caught red-handed. I mean, if we have all the confirmation, we even have a person who went to Hassan's house now confirming everything. I mean, this situation is falling apart for the Hassan defense squad. Sherlock Holmes, there's no way this man could have shot a gun 2 days ago because his gun is not currently loaded. QT Cinderella checking the collar after Hassan already committed the crime, going, there is no way this could have possibly happened. I checked the collar, guys. A day after the incident, you absolute moron. She just sealed his fate. Absolutely. I went to the murderer's house after the murder and I didn't even see a body, so he must be innocent. It is foolproof logic. Whoops, Hassan and Ludwig didn't train her well enough. Right, so Asmongold responded,
I don't know how it just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse. Everything's falling apart. All of the lies are crashing down and everybody is seeing the truth laid bare. And it is in fact exactly what everybody thought it was. So the story has changed so many times that I actually don't even remember what the story was originally. Don't they have like a group chat or something? You don't want to have like one person say it's green, the other person say it's blue. Truth is, it's actually purple.
The collar is taped off where
I can just imagine Hassan watching this. No, don't say that. No, I said it wasn't taped.
there's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
Then why did it need to be taped?
Here's the deal. I
deal.
have been to Hassan's house
Yeah?
every day for the past 2 years.
Yeah?
Okay. I have never seen the dog get shocked.
Whoa.
I've never seen the dog
What about
get
the clip
shocked.
though? What about the clip?
I love how this dude immediately, instantaneously, because that's like that you say that with anything. I have never seen him beat his wife. He has never killed somebody in front of me.
He has a vibrating collar. I've seen it because I'm a psycho.
dude, she is actually negative IQ. I checked the collar and it can't shock anymore. Expert detective QT Cinderella investigating a crime scene after a group of robbers rob a bank. She comes in the next day. I don't see any robbers here, guys. They just couldn't have done it. Where are the robbers, guys? If they were guilty, they would be right here waiting for me, the expert detective, to actually catch them. Now, nobody's actually surprised at her response. This is Jellywig's girlfriend, okay? A terminal Hassan Glazer. She even has a podcast with Hassan and will probably defend him no matter what happens, literally ignoring actual animal mistreatment here and claims to care about animals. Ultimate hypocrite, right? So then a streamer in the room calls her out to her face.
And it looks like I've seen it because I'm a psychopath. I love dogs, okay?
Put it over like my hoodie and shock myself, and it almost took off my neck. I'm not gonna lie.
No, there's no shock. Like the electric prongs are taken out of it.
That whimper couldn't have been due to a vibrate.
Is I have never seen him shock the dog.
I've never seen him beat his wife. It doesn't happen. This is the worst argument that you could possibly make. Well, here's another question, right? Is that this is like another one of those like logic things. If you didn't intend to shock the dog, and there's two versions of it, one of them that can shock it and one of them that can vibrate, why did you buy the one that can shock?
Obviously because he wanted to save money. I mean, come on, guys. Let's not be stupid here, right? Hassan is actually a very frugal individual. He only lives in a $3 million mansion, and he only buys supercars and designer clothes and designer dogs. I think personally it is perfectly reasonable that Hassan was trying to penny pinch when it comes to dog collars while also spending millions of dollars on everything else, right? You see, times are tough for Hassan. He's only making $10 million instead of $20 million. So obviously he had to cut some corners, you know? Let's just be realistic, guys. I mean, that's basically the story that they want us to believe. My favorite part of these situations is that, you know, the main villain of the story, Hassan, he's already a dumbass, but his orbiters and grunts are even more idiotic, so they literally mess it up for him even more, right? They were supposed to have this, you know, one narrative that they're going with, just deny, 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 and then you have QT coming in and messing everything up for Hassan. She's like a Team Rocket grunt from Pokemon, and you know how they accidentally reveal like the secret base or something? Like, they always mess up and end up giving information to the protagonist. That is basically what is going on here. The grunts have messed up. It is actually cinema. People responded, a third shock has hit the dog. From the bed to the TV, Kaya will be free. Nobody was shocked except the dog. Why tape if no shock? Why yelp if no abuse? Why hide if no guilt? 3 strikes, you're out. Okay, that is a good comment. That was like, you know, that was like very rhythmic. I like it. I'm a psychopath. We know. That's why you're trying to defend a dog abuser. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Now, after this, QT also admits that she does not actually agree with shock collars. That is out of like her ethical boundaries, apparently. And XQC responds,
Shock collars are.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have a shock. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't fuck with shock collars.
What do they
Me and I
say?
have a dog named Milo, and he actually got the trainer offered to give him a shock collar, and he said no.
A shock collar?
Yeah.
Yeah, like certain
No,
trainers.
no, but it's the same one. Like it has a vibration.
No way, not a shock. Oh, don't do that. A shock one? No, Hassan has the shock kind of e-shock, but without the prongs and the tape. That's kind of fine. But oh my God, a shock one? No. We can't be having this around. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, it has both settings.
I'm not trying, listen. I'm
So
just
what
saying
you're saying is,
I have never seen him shock the dog. I agree the clip looks fucking
Wow.
insane.
It does.
The clip looks fucking, the clip looks fucking insane.
so you're defending him.
I'm saying I've never seen him shock
Oh,
the dog.
so you're
Correct.
upholding him.
Cares a lot about like animal rights and all that and all this shit. I would think that they would all be up in arms about, you know, like all that.
no, you don't understand, XQC. Hassan doesn't have a shock collar. He has a shickety shock collar. That one QT is actually okay with, right? The ethical queen, the queen of moral boundaries here, who, you know, who's apparently not okay with shock collars. Except if Hassan does it, apparently. In fact, she even says that she would shock Hassan if she found out that he was using a shock collar and burn his house down, right? As we'll see in another clip. But apparently, she's completely against these inhumane shock collars, guys. But not for Hassan. Hassan, my king, can actually do anything.
You guys, you know what's crazy, though, chat? Is at least he's the first one to at least admit that without the prongs removed and the tape, it would shock. Everybody keeps defending that the model cannot shock at all. They kept arguing that. That's not true. At least she confirms that.
Like it's only a vibrate. Like there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for
True,
shock.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So there's only the like.
Well, now it is, but on day one when it was wearing it, the prongs were not removed. Nobody buys that. Yo, on the day one of it, before the tape incident, let's give it a buck. That shit shocked for real. Oh yeah. The next day, oh guys, it's dead. Come on, bro. We know for a fact, day one shocks 100%. If you're a dog, just to have it around and for it to live, needs to be shocked more often. I don't think you should be getting this dog. I don't think anybody should be getting this dog.
Oh, absolutely. And can I just say, I have never felt such a sense of complete vindication and victory. They tried to completely lie to us. They tried to make us not believe our own eyes and ears. A coordinated gaslighting campaign by the Hassan Defense Squad. They tried to convince us we were crazy. We were seeing things. We're stalkers. We're schizo. We're conspiracy theorists. As Darman once said, what happens in the dark will always come to light. My goat right there. Ludwig and QT are god-tier fence-sitters and language manipulators. They are both complicit in the genocide of Kaya's happiness. That's diabolical. Why did Hassan tell everyone it was a modified shock collar? Why was it modified? Why did he wait an entire day before showing it? You will never get these answers, don't worry. She covers for him more than her own husband. I'm not gonna comment on that. That's crazy. Moving on to QT, once again defending Hassan in her new podcast episode, and she said that she would zap Hassan if she found out that he was shocking his dog. The Fear Ran podcast crew defend Hassan in color grade, say they never saw anything bad.
I've been getting canceled for using my dog Kaya.
Yeah.
A clip went around very quickly, and to be fair,
it's a very convincing clip.
Yeah, it's not
like
good.
an insanely
it's not good.
The timing is horrible in that
It's
clip.
awful timing. I'm reaching. I should stop reaching for zinc canisters in general.
Why are you hanging out with a dog abuser?
Yeah,
I would like to make it clear. I don't believe that Hassan has abused a dog.
No, I also
Personally.
don't believe that either, because I've bore witness to how you treat her, and you treat her much better than me. I tell you what.
Well,
I will
to be
say.
fair,
I tell you what.
Well, I've been here many, many times. I've never seen. You don't have to take my word. I've never seen a shock.
No, I have
Okay.
to. I have to admit that.
I've never seen a shock.
Why are you talking like this is a legal document
Hey,
where you're like,
Your Honor, I've
it's
never seen a
happened in my
zap.
presence. When I'm not around, he's probably shocking the fuck out of her.
He's probably zapping everybody,
No,
but
yeah,
I have never seen a zap. We all love animals, and if he was zapping the shit out of that dog, I would be zapping the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I would
kick his
beat your ass.
fucking
I would
ass.
kick you to the curb so fast,
Unfortunately,
and I'd light your house on fire.
Unfortunately, no amount of that is going to convince a lot of these people because they don't actually give a shit about.
Okay, that's fair.
They don't actually give a shit about my
And
dog.
I'm brainwashed.
There's like I've been getting like thousands of people who will be like, oh, your prop is there, and she's just like sleeping behind me. I've noticed that like a lot of people are just like, I can't believe he would do a spot command. That's fucking that's dog abuse, and it's like,
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard that.
no, people that don't fucking train their dogs don't even know that.
I've
like,
never tried. I
Yeah.
tried once.
Like people that don't train their dogs think that like any kind of command over your
Farley only
dog
knows
is fucked
one
up.
command.
Yeah, literally nobody ever said that. Hassan, once again, doing his best to manipulate the situation, lie to his friends, try to put words in our mouths. We all know the main reason people are mad. It's because you apparently electrocuted your dog, buddy. Also, I'm sorry, it pains me to do this, but QT is now joining Valkyrie and Pokimane on the dumbass streamer squad, okay? I've been here many times. I've never seen a shock. How many times are you gonna use this brain dead logic? Hassan is not going to openly show you that he shocks his dog. Of course he's going to try to hide it. Now, I know he's dumb, but he's not that dumb, okay? He just happened to slip up on stream, and that's why it took literal years to actually catch him. And obviously you can take this into any other situation and it doesn't make any sense. Oh, there's no abuse. I don't see it. I've never seen him hitting her. I don't see it. Like, you sound like such a complete bumbling moron. And might I just point out, still doing a podcast with this guy after all of this comes out is diabolical, okay? There is no excuse anymore. You are complicit in protecting this guy and elevating his career, sharing your fan base with him, making him grow more popular. There is no excuse for this. Are they being held hostage? Maybe there's a shock collar on every single one of them. Hassan got the button, dude. LA streamers are a bunch of virtueless clout goblins who say anything for more clout, even defending animal mistreaters because they don't want to be called mean words by terrorist sympathizers. Why narcissists need enablers, they rarely act alone. Oh my god. The web of enablers, the Hassan orbiters, dude. This is true. This is the reason why Hassan continues to actually have a career, because all of these people include him in all these events and these mainstream things. You know, they have them on their podcast, they're friendly with him, even though they know he's a vile person. Moving on to even more damning clips of Hassan calling his dog a cow for moving around. We are not freeing her day before the incident.
Do you see what Austin is saying and doing in your house? No, but I assume it's annoying. I assume it's like he threw trash everywhere or something, because a lot of people are saying, someone's been a bad girl in my absence, by the way, and you can tell because she's like literally fucking crying. She's not used to place because while I was gone, she got to free roam like a cow the entire day. I don't know if she actually got a decent amount of workout this morning or not, but no. Okay, she did go to the park apparently, and she's still being a baby, it seems. No, we're not freeing her. She needs to get used to it. She needs to get used to the structure that she had in her life once again.
Nah, this guy's a psychopath, dude. She got to free roam like a cow. Or, you know, like a dog or any normal pet who just wants to move around because they're a living, breathing creature who needs to stretch their legs a little bit. You know, this started as a meme, but honestly, free Kaya, dude. You do not deserve that precious dog. Poor thing just wants to move around a little and you go, nah, no, don't you move. You're a prop for my stream. Lunatic, absolute lunatic, psychopath freak. She got to free roam like a cow. This man is freaking insane. A dog being allowed to move around in a safe manner is not a spoiled, poorly behaved dog. What would Hassan think of a human being being told moving off a platform is a luxury? That's the thing, he treats Kaya like an object that is just meant to stay there and look pretty for the stream. Any future girlfriends or wives seriously need to keep their eyes open to the extreme level of control freakiness with this dude. And that's why he's gonna die alone or date one of his corn stars and become a cuck, or, you know, have some psychopath evil witch girlfriend who agrees with all of his terrorist glazing views. The structure she has in her life is being confined to a 3x5 canvas cot for 12 hours a day. Moving on to yet another Hassan clip. This time he says he doesn't want Kaya to be free.
Hey. Calm down. Kaya. No, don't pet her right now. Kaya, place. No. Place. That's crazy. She's been acting brand new. I don't want to give her a command to free her yet. So that's why I want her to like a week and a half or 2 weeks of just like not keeping up with her training. Inevitably, she's going to start doing her own thing. Dogs need a tremendous amount of structure and rigidity in their lives. They actually appreciate and enjoy being
Yeah, so they actually appreciate being electrocuted. That's what you guys don't understand about professional dog training. They just love when you make them anxious and fear for their safety every second of every day, expecting a random shock if they dare step out of line, you know? They just love that, right? And they just love being afraid to even take a sip of water and spend 10 minutes staring at their owner, wondering if it's okay to actually take a sip of water. Also, bro said, I'm not giving the command to free her. That is a diabolical choice of words, okay? Free her, dude? Are you kidding me? Free her? Really? Could you make it more obvious?
Why not let her live normally? Okay, well, I don't want to hear from people who don't understand how to train dogs. Possible version of that either. No, it's not like that, little lady. It's not like that, little lady.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. She didn't even move. She didn't even move. Bro, she lifted her head. Free Kaya. Oh my god. Your own chatters are like, let her live normally. This colossal piece of shit, when his dog moves her head. F you, dude. You're such a piece of shit. Moving on to XQC and Asmongold talking about the Hassan orbiters.
People that lie to you, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. It sounds like it's a stupid thing to say, but it's not. Because a lot of people think that, oh, they only did it this one time. No, you only noticed it this one time. And the rest of the times they were doing it, you didn't even know it was happening. It's going to be demoralizing. Like, what are the orbiters saying? I mean, are they trying to like run defense for this too? Because like at a certain point, like, is it affecting him numbers wise? I mean, he's lost a lot of followers. Yeah.
8 Starlink simulator satellite.
Not so good.
Chacha, I thought a few of these LA guys
entertain the vibration.
Would turn around, right? And actually make a new statement. But as more clips come out, they're holding strong. They're like foot soldiers. Bro, they're holding the line. That is crazy. That's defense that not even money can buy. But clout though. Everybody, all of them are just controlled by clout like a fucking puppet. Bro, it is interesting. In real time, we're seeing the master clout puppet. All of them are just moving exactly how they think they should move. And how clout waves them around. That's actually interesting. Any thoughts about that?
Yep, the LA brain rot is very real, and even more than LA, it's the Hassan brain rot, right? If you tune into Hassan streams and you hang around Hassan, it's no question that you are actively losing brain cells. Your neurons are getting torched on the daily, and it shouldn't be a surprise that his followers are this stupid, right? I've never seen this level of loyalty, this blind loyalty, right? Some of these people would legit just die for Hassan. It's a cult of unimaginable proportions. And some people confuse me because I don't even know what clout Hassan is giving you. For orbiters who are small, like Froggen, I understand. Also, I get the irony of calling her small, but I'm more confused at people like QT Cinderella, right? Why do you need to defend Hassan? You have Ludwig. He's a massive streamer already. You don't need clout off these people. Why lie? Why lie? Why constantly lie and cover for this guy? I just don't understand. Literally violating your own ethical principles and all for Hassan of all people? Moving on to another streamer defending Hassan. What is happening? This is Sidion. She's part of Offline TV with Toast and Lily Pichu and these people.
But what I do know or have heard about him is that he takes really fucking good care of his dogs. Like, I kind of know him as like a peripheral acquaintance of him being like a good dog owner. I also am familiar with the e-collar which appeared to be on Kaya's neck. Now, e-collar training is very common and especially used for large breeds to make sure that they have good behavior. And what the collar does is it vibrates. It doesn't shock. And I've seen this e-collar be used on dogs. Now, you know Crash. Crash is just about the most dramatic little guy you've ever met in your life, right? He has used a vibrating e-collar before, and he has too whimpered in such a way because he's dramatic as fuck. And so my take on it was Kaya was probably being dramatic, of a dramatic dog, but I don't know. That's my take.
These people should stop weighing in these situations, honestly. They have the worst takes possible. We saw what happened. We have the evidence. How do you ignore that? You can run defense for it all you want. You're not changing anybody's mind here. I just really wonder how the reaction would be if this wasn't Hassan and this was actually somebody they already hated, because it's so obvious. They are heavily biased here, right? All of the responses are filtered through a lens of, are these my friends? Are these people in the approved community? Am I allowed to talk shit on them? And this is just a defense. Like, you're defending a guy blatantly mistreating his animals on stream and a host of other things. That's like his least bad infraction, honestly. But obviously you guys just plug your ears to that type of shit, right? Moving on to more dumbass streamers defending Hassan. This is Quarter Jade.
Just go on Reddit, bro. No, I have seen insane like takes on both sides. It's actually just like, I have never seen anybody care this much about anything that I'm like, damn, where is this energy coming from? I'm just like so impressed, honestly. It is insane. It is indeed insane. People don't like animal abuse, I guess. Of course, people do not like animal abuse. But I'm gonna just say, I actually don't think it's about animal abuse. I actually do not think that people care about animal abuse. Of course, some people really care and they have very valid takes or very valid understandings of situations, whatever, but it's not. We all know what it's about. You just hate Hassan, and that's fine. Like, we know. Like, I think it's really valid. Like, everyone loves animals, and like, if you have an opinion of that, great. But like, we know you just hate Hassan, and that's fine. Like, hate the man, whatever. But it's like, don't pretend that I don't know. I'm just like, people are like, I've always known. It's like, okay, yeah, you've just had your pitchforks ready. You just hate this guy, and you're just been like trying to prove that your hate is justified. But the thing is, if you hate someone, just hate them. You don't have to convince the world to hate them. It's fine. Well, no one knows. Like, he gave his statement, which I'm pretty sure was like, oh, I don't. But I think it's like, well, okay, then what? Like, what do you... I feel like that's kind of the end of the conversation. There's not much you can do about it other than, okay, you either choose to not support him anymore, or you choose to support him anymore based off of the clip that you've seen or the statement that he gives. And that's literally it.
Yeah, let's just ignore all of the evidence of the situation and just say, oh, we don't know. It's a he said, she said. You people are pathetic. Have you done a shred of research? We found the exact color, the exact model, the exact remote. We caught every single one of his lies. He's cooked. Even QT Cinderella confirmed exactly what we were saying all this time. I just don't get this logic. Also, her comparison there was so stupid. Don't act like you care about kids, bro. You only hate pedophiles. Just say you hate them, bro. What is wrong with you? Yeah, I hate him. Okay, I also care about the kids. I hate Hassan, but I also care about dogs. Is it so hard that two things can exist at once? Oh my god. And you know, they're trying to come off neutral, but come on, that is clearly a defense for Hassan there, going like, where's the energy coming from? Where's the energy? He's a popular streamer who openly shocked his dog and consistently gets away with so much bad shit. He still hasn't been banned. And yes, I will admit, people hate him for different reasons as well, such as openly supporting several different terrorist organizations. First off, that is 100% justified. I'm not gonna let you fucking losers gaslight me into thinking, oh, you just hate him for other reasons. Yeah, the other reasons are worse than this. Are you kidding me? Like, what kind of moral compass do you have? Second off, that doesn't change anything. You can be a robber and a murderer. And then she goes, you only hate him because he's a murderer. Like, why are you criticizing the robbery? I mean, it's like, I'm trying to make sense of this logic, but it is literally brain damage logic. It makes no sense. These streamers are incredibly stupid. They need to get a grip and get off his dick. Moving on to Ethan's response, he thinks Hassan has a weird obsession with being seen as a perfect dog trainer, and he takes it personally when Kaya isn't being perfectly obedient. That would kind of make sense and fall into his like narcissistic personality, right?
I think the reason why he's using this electric collar is because I think when this happens on his stream, I think he really takes it like personally. Like he feels that it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that he's not seen as this perfect dog trainer who with perfect obedience. Like he's really into that image for himself. And I think he's just really taking it so seriously with this dog, you know.
But also, it's like, what kind of standard are you setting for your dog to live? I don't understand. Like, she needs to be in that exact spot for hours.
If she likes to get up and roam and then go back to her place, why keep her on camera the whole time? Just don't put her on camera.
But why is that a problem if she goes and comes back when she wants?
I feel like if he's this strict, he should have a dog sitter while he works. Like, if it's that important to make sure your dog is trained all the time, just have someone else take care of your dog while you work.
Right.
I think that makes the most sense. The fact that he doesn't do that is so weird to me.
And by the way, I've been in this room. There is like a whole large part of this room that's not in stream. He could easily put her bed there and never be embarrassed by her disobedience.
Well, no, he obviously can't do that. He needs the stream to see his designer dog 10 hours a day, and if she dares move or even reach for a sip of water, she gets fucking electrocuted. It's a diabolical setup, okay? This man is a supervillain cartoon character, and he's kind of like Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you guys don't know Dio, he's this supervillain freak, right? And on episode 1, he just like kicks this dog and then later on puts it in the furnace, like ending its life. So we got Ludwig as Johann Liebert from Monster, making people drink excessively, and Hassan as Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's crazy. We got anime supervillains in real life. Moving on to Tectone, talking about this situation, specifically about Valkyrae.
Valkyrae, for whatever reason, decides to defend Hassan and say that Hassan's such a great guy and Kai is such a great guy. I don't know why there's so many people worrying about this when there's a genocide going on in Palestine. Oh my God! There's a genocide? Jesus, I guess me losing a fucking leg isn't so bad after all. I'm so tired of these fucking virtue signalers, buzzword promoters, just saying, I think the bad thing is bad. Guys, I think pedophilia is bad. Look at how much of a good person I am. Guys, I think murder, I think it's bad. Oh my God! Shower me with praise. Wow, no shit. We all understand that genocide is bad. We get it. You don't fucking care. These people don't fucking care. The only thing they care about is being seen as a good person.
Oh yeah, I mean, they don't care at all. It's part of their desperate need to be seen as the good guys, right? To maintain their fickle audience and their fake persona, right? In my opinion, it's a pathetic, pitiful existence where you can't even say what you think, and then you're not truly free, right? You're policed by your own community who choose you out if you step out of place in the slightest manner. It is absolutely sad, and they end up being the very bad thing that they try to avoid. They end up defending evil people and defending bad things while trying to be a good person. It is brutally ironic. Moving on to Hutch, talking about the cover-up.
You know, him shocking the dog, which he just obviously did, is not great. But on its own, I don't think that would, in my mind, Like I wouldn't expect that would be like a career-ending thing, you know? Like if you would have maneuvered the situation in a slightly different way, it would have got you bad press for maybe like a week or two, but you know, or maybe even just like a day or two. And then, you know, like I can imagine a universe where he said, I used the wrong setting. I thought it was a vibrating collar. I forgot it was a shot collar or something like that. And then, you know, like I will talk to trainers and I will like ask them about, you know, like there's a way that you could have navigated that where it's like, it would have been bad, but it wouldn't have been like, I don't think people would have thought like, oh, this is going to be career ending. But it's just the steps that he took after the fact to try to cover up for this obvious lie. I mean, and it is an obvious lie. I think it really paints a very clear picture of his character. It is kind of sociopathic. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm being hyperbolic, but some of the stuff is kind of sociopathic, or at the very least, like narcissistic, like wildly narcissistic.
You don't understand. He's a pathological liar. He has lied so many freaking times. We legitimately cannot believe a single word he says anymore. And this isn't even lies about politics. Those you could potentially justify, like, oh, I'm looking at it through this different perspective, even though those are pretty obvious lies as well. But this is a fully apolitical situation, and he can't stop lying about it. He's a sociopath through and through. Now click this video or you get QT Cinderella as your lawyer. You're cooked. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Bye-bye.